During the process of conjugation in paramecium, there are various processes which occur. First thing is the loss of outer pellicle. And even the cilia, which is around the oral groove, is lost. So think about the structure of a paramecium. The area which is known as the oral groove is this curved surface. This curved area is the oral groove, and from here these two paramecium, they are attached with each other with the help of a protoplasmic bridge. So this is a which is attaching two of the paramecium with each other. The paramecium has presence of cilia throughout its body, and only the cilia which is present in the oral groove area is lost, as well as the pellicle, which is the outer covering, tensile covering, which is protective for the paramecium, is also lost during the process of conjugation. Paramecium has presence of two types of nuclei. One is macronucleus, and that macronucleus is responsible for the metabolic activities. And since the paramecium is undergoing reproductive division, so it loses its macronucleus. Macronucleus is lost, and why is it lost? Because it is responsible for metabolic activity. Whereas the micronucleus is present and undergoes meiosis. Now, you should recapitulate what exactly happens during meiosis. This protoplasmic bridge is formed between two of the paramecium. Presence of macronucleus is not there because it has now mixed up with the cytoplasm, and now there is only presence of a micronucleus in both the paramecium. This micronucleus will undergo meiosis. It means it will form 4 haploid nuclei. Meiosis is a process in which the kind of division which occurs is, first is a reductional division, and second division is equational, which is quite similar to and this is what we are discussing. We are discussing about the meiosis. So think about just one chromosome being present in the case of paramecium. So one of these parameciums, one cell I have just tried to draw, and it has presence of one chromosome from both the parents. One is chromosome number 1 from father and chromosome number 1 from mother. I am discussing the meiosis, okay, not just about this paramecium, normal meiosis process. So both the parental chromosomes, they come close to one another during the process of meiosis. Reductional division, and before the reductional division occurs, crossing over takes place. So exchange of genetic material from both the chromosomes, or you can think of the chromosomes, they exchange some parts amongst each other, and both of them, they have characters quite similar to either of the parents. And now the chromosomes which are formed, they are as such that they have some characters quite similar to father, some characters quite similar to mother, and the spindle apparatus is formed at both the poles. Each of the chromosomes, remember, each of the chromosome is pulled towards both the poles. So the 2 cells are formed. Each of these cells is having one chromosome with itself. And now the reductional division is completed because the 2 cells which are formed, they have one chromosome. One chromosome here, another chromosome over here. Now this will undergo equational division, resulting formation of 4 cells. I'm just making the cells together. Think that here spindle apparatus has formed, and now each of the chromatid has moved towards both the poles, and a division has occurred in this way. So each of the cell which is formed is having just one chromatid. Now since one of the chromatid had this color, another one was completely darkened, centromere is still present, Each of them, they are having the centromere. I've just not made it, but you should remember that they have the presence of centromere. And this is how the entire 4 cells will be looking like. In case of protoplasmic bridge formation or in case of paramecium, the structural difference which we can see in after the meiosis is this one micronucleus. I should write the name also. This micronucleus has undergone division and now it has formed 4 cells. So each of the micronucleus, and since it has undergone meiosis, because by the end of meiosis we get 4 nuclei or 4 cells. So similar thing will happen. 1, 2, 3, 4 cells will be formed as an end of meiosis of this paramecium. I'm not making the cilia, think that it is already made. Now, out of these 3 or these 4 nuclei which are formed, micronuclei which are formed, 3 degenerate because the species content is to be maintained. So that's why 3 will be degenerated. Suppose the chromosome number is just 1 and now 4 nuclei are formed, and 4 of them, if they remain, then the chromosome number in the paramecium will not be maintained. So in order to maintain the species genetic constitution, it is important that degeneration of 3 of the nuclei occurs and just 1 of the nuclei is left. Now each of the nuclei which is left will undergo mitosis. Sorry, this is the 4th point. I should write 3 micronuclei. Now the micronuclei is not called micronuclei, we just call it as nuclei. 3 nuclei degenerate and the left 4th nuclei undergoes mitosis. After the end of mitosis, 1 of this nuclei is left, another nuclei is this. Both the nuclei will be left. So this one will undergo mitosis. Now the paramecium which are present, they are this type, cytoplasmic bridge is between them. And since mitosis has occurred, after mitosis, one of the cell or one of the nuclei which will be formed will be quite big, another one will be quite small. So think 2 big nuclei, 2 small nuclei. These nuclei which are